Hi guys, so first of all I just want to say it's lovely to meet you. So a bit about me. I used to be into the New Age and I used to be heavily into the occult. I used to practice, tarot cards and Reiki healing, um, energy work, aura readings. Then I got heavily into witchcraft and Wicca, and it just got even more and more deep. And when I was doing tarot cards, I used to try and do people readings and kind of connect to the other side, the spiritual realm. And we're told that there's another side, there's heaven. And when I used to go and see witches, they used to say they was connecting to family members, they were speaking to dead relatives on the other side. So I thought, okay, maybe I could, connect to these, spirit realms and speak to, familiar spirits, spirit guides. And the deeper I got into the New Age, I used to try and connect to them and speak to them. And I opened my third eye, and it got to a point where I was seeing spirits all over the place. And at the time, they didn't manifest as anything evil. It was from a place of love. It was like this peace, this false peace looking back. And they used to manifest as dead family members. I used to do Ouija boards and angel cards. So it was never something, when people think of a Ouija boards, something to do with evil spirits. When I got into the angel cards and the angel boards, you're thinking you're connecting to angels, and you kind of think that everything on the other side is good, it's love and light. And the more I got into it, the more lost I felt. And when I opened my third eye, I could just see auras around people, and I thought this was good. I thought it was spiritual. I thought this was from God. I thought that God was in the universe. I was taught, from the occult, that God is in us. He's this spark, this divine spark. Think of God as the ocean, and we're the drops from the ocean, and that we could achieve, enlightenment from practicing the occult, kind of working your way up the ladder. And I used to pick and choose from all these different religions, Buddhism, mystic Islam, meditation, yoga, tried to reach this place of enlightenment, this peace, this ascension that you go up the ladder of spirituality. And I just got to a place, I just wanted the truth. I wanted to know who God was. I wanted a relationship with Him. It even got to a point where I was questioning, reincarnation. If you die, you can, you come back anyway as something else, and you can have a chance to do it all over again. And the more I was seeking the truth, there was this empty void inside me that wasn't filled. And the deeper I got into the occult, heavily into it, this void inside me wasn't filled at all. And I wasn't feeling love, and I was feeling depressed and down, and kind of wanting more, trying to fill this void inside me that only Jesus can fill. And one day I was in Milan with friends, and we went on holiday, and I just prayed there, and I said I pray to God, and I just said, God, show me the truth. I'm looking everywhere to find you, and I can't find you. I think I've found you, but it doesn't feel right. I've meditated, I've connected to angels on the other side. I've done Reiki healings. Now it's funny because I always believed in Jesus from a young child. I always thought I loved Jesus, but I had no understanding of sin and the consequences of sin. So when I was in this cathedral, I just cried out to God and said, God, show me more truth, not the truth. I thought I was on the right path, so I was like, God, just show me more, show me the truth, show me, give me a revelation, give me more understanding. And a couple of weeks later, when I got back off that holiday in Milan, in Italy, I used to follow this witch on YouTube, and she used to teach telekinesis and reading things and manipulating energy from the spiritual realms. But looking back, that power wasn't from me. It was really demonic, and it got to a point where it was so hard, it was so dark and deep looking back. But I wanted more truth. So I looked on YouTube for this witch, and I used to follow her. She used to give, like, you're on YouTube and you can follow tutorials, and you kind of stick with one person and you follow them for years or months or however long you follow them. Now this particular witch, she used to teach telekinesis, mind over matter, gematria, the occult numbers and symbolism and decoding them, numerology, astrology. I got really heavily into that. She inspired me. And one day I just thought, I'm going to contact her. I'm going to find her on Facebook. And I thought I found her. So I contacted this lady and I said, hey, are you the woman off YouTube? And turns out that she wasn't. And she said, no, I'm a Christian. I don't practice that sort of stuff. I was like, okay, well, this is truth. This is God. If you're a Christian, you're seeking God. All paths lead to God. And she said, no, very gently. This is stay away from this lady. Many people has been looking for her on YouTube, and God has led them to me to tell them that she's a witch, and that's not from God. Yes, that power is spiritual, but the power doesn't manifest from God, it's from Satan. And I didn't know this at the time, but because I was seeking the truth and I was so desperate, and I cried out to God, God, what is the truth? When she told me to open my Bible, because I had a Bible at home anyway, which I never read, I opened it, and I opened the Gospels and read the teachings of Jesus, the biblical Jesus, because like I said before in the video, I used to always believe in Jesus, but not the biblical Jesus. And when Jesus said, in John 14:6, he said, I am the way, the truth and the life. No one goes to the Father except through me. And it was that moment I just felt something from this. I felt convicted. I felt convicted of sin. I'd done something wrong. And there was verses in the Bible which I can't recite off by heart, but it rebukes, witchcraft, and it says, it is powerful, but it's not from God. It's divination. It's from Satan. So the power doesn't come from God, even though it's very powerful in itself and it is true. I mean that's why it's so enticing, because the Bible says that Satan can disguise himself as an angel of light, and witchcraft can disguise itself as love and light, and it's not. It's deception, guys. And when I come to the Bible and looked at the teachings of Jesus, I just knew straight away. This light bulb just went off in my mind, and I just cried out to God, and I said, if this is true, if Jesus is the way, and if this is right, show me, keep showing me, please, Lord.